What's up YouTube? This is All Things Quick. So this is a very short update video and I'm just showing you like what I've done with this thing. So I've wired up a whole bunch of stuff and this is just a quick, like I said, just quick update video. This is not like a full episode type thing. This is just an update. And again, this is just an update. And I'll say it one more time, just an update. Anyways, I've updated flip. I have wired up some lights on this thing and I've done the stress test. So I've drove this bike from my shop to downtown and then back. So it's like legit. And so I have it all on a toggle switch here. I'll turn this light off, but I have front lights. So I'm gonna wire up one more light on that front one. And then I also have a rear red light, which is good, and then it's plated, it's all this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wire up two lights, two red LEDs, but I'm gonna put them right on the side here. I'm gonna wire them to the rear brake right here and put a push switch between them, so every time I press my foot brake, then it's gonna activate the two side as like a brake light type thing. So right now it was kind of sketchy riding without brake lights. If there's a cop behind you ever, like for sure he would pull you over because you're not braking, and that's dangerous. So I want this thing to be like legit. The only other thing is like the mirrors, and I gotta figure out the rules on that and stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna wire up the two things there and then I'll show you that when I'm done. But this thing, like, flip, man, this bike has definitely seen better days, but I'm really enjoying it for what it is. And also I have a leaky fork right here, so that I have to fix at some point. Doesn't have much fluid in that side, so I'm gonna have to do something about that later, but not tonight. Tonight is those two lights. I'll show you when I'm done. So I decided instead of just doing this, I was actually just gonna show you when I'm done, but instead I'm gonna time lapse whatever I'm doing because I want you guys to see it, first of all, but second of all, I'm in a rush and I don't want to miss out on whatever, so I'm trying to get home so I can watch it maybe with my wife. But anyways, so I'm gonna start time lapsing, so enjoy.
I can feel the power, I can feel the power. Feel the power. Yeah, money that is time and hour. Time and hours. Yeah, well, I better activate the power. I'ma activate it, gotta make it, gotta chase it. I don't care what they be saying, I'ma do it now. And I've been really safe and I ain't giving up and I ain't giving in. Do it now for the dividends, I'll be on the path, I just gotta get it. Cause I got my mind on some bigger things. So man, I ain't gonna give in now, I just gotta live this now. I be gonna be man, I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in the ring. When I'm knocking them out, when I'm back with the wheel. Cause I am just up on the journey, you just know that I'm just going insane.
Okay, so I got this kind of pretty much done, but I have made a mistake. Momentary switch cuts the power when it's hooked up to the power. So like it's hooked up, the light comes on. When it touches power, the light is on. But then when I press the switch that's attached to that, the momentary cuts it out. So I want it to be the opposite way. So that's going to be a tomorrow thing, but I'm going to leave it as is right here. So then I don't have to mess with it too much tomorrow to take it apart and whatever else. So I'm going to pack it up for tonight and I'm going to get back at this tomorrow. I might even put a new momentary in it. I have other momentary switches in here, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try wiring that one and see how that one works. But yeah, either way, tomorrow is a new day. I'm going to figure that out tomorrow. And also, I'm kind of glad that I figured this out now because this I put too tight on there with the zip ties. Like, it's on there great, like it stays, but the back brake is not actuating now because the zip ties are blocking the master cylinder from engaging. So I like it though. It looks good. I'm happy with what it's going to be like. Pretty much like if we put this on here, it will kind of be, I mean, I'd have to mess with it and stuff, but it'd pretty much be like this. And then pretty much be like that. So that's good enough for me. Brake lights and tail lights. So that's good for me. I'm going to leave it as is and then I'm going to get back at this tomorrow. All right, so this is a new day. I'm back here. This is the next morning and I came in here and I thought about everything and I was like, you know what? This just isn't going to work the way that I had planned it out. The idea was good to be able to put it to the back brake and have it depress when you press the rear brake when it hits the master cylinder. But that momentary switch was it's on, off, on. So the momentary is activated at all times and when you press it, it turns off. And that's the opposite of what I wanted. I need a off, on, off is what I need. So that wasn't working, so this is good for different applications, but not for this per se. And also this one is the same type of momentary, so that one wasn't going to work either. But what I have discovered was, I was like, well, I'm gonna hook it up to the front brake instead, because the lever is easier to be able to adjust it to put a switch on there somehow. Anyways, so what I've done is I've rewired this, or not rewired it, but I've, instead of putting the wire down to the rear brake, I've extended it through the frame up here, and I've put it up to the front brake. And so when it's connected to the power here, I found this switch on here. I didn't know that that was even there, but I've crimped some connectors on here, and that was already there. So every time that you press the front brake, now the lights go. So that's super convenient. The switch is already there, and I lucked it with that one. So I'm gonna tie this all together and tape it up and make sure that that's good. I'm gonna zip tie everything in place so it's not a mess, and kind of resituate everything here. And then I'm just going to bolt up this exhaust a little better. It's coming off, it lost some screws. So I'm gonna do that, and then this should be done. So I'll show you when it's all finished and put back together. All right, so here it is. I'm all finished with this. I got everything all wired up and everything's good now. So I'm just going to show you how this is. So if I flick the switch, then it turns the front lights on and the rear light, and then if I press the brakes, it presses the brake lights. The switch, and the front light's on too, and then I press the front brake and it activates these lights. So everything's wired together. Everything's done, and you can see the front here as well has those, so that's good. Everything's all finished, so it's ready to go now. Anyways, that's the end of the video. If you like that video, definitely hit that subscribe button, because there's going to be more to come with this bike here and those other two bikes in the background there. And hit that like button. Let me know that you did enjoy this content, and let me know down in the comments what you actually thought of this video. And definitely don't forget to hit us up on our Discord server. The link is in the description. We'll see you in the next one. See you later.